There's so much complexity in our human experience. It's never all one thing. And we have this brain that is skewed towards noticing danger. It's kept us alive. And all of our ancestors had that. So that's a pretty strong drive. Anything that's positive, we need to really focus in on it. It only takes about 15, 20 seconds to really notice the positive so that it gets installed in our brain. So notice what's going on in your body right now, your mind, and become aware of the whole of your body from head to toes. Notice what your experience is right now in your whole body. Words like strength, resilience, danger, skewed for negative, these brains and the nervous system that we have, that we live our lives through. And that's something that we have to just factor in. We're going to notice the negative more than the positive, and we have a higher level functioning going on in our brain as well. We could deliberately focus in on the positive. So let's take a moment to notice our body, notice what's happening, even in the few minutes since we started. There's been a number of things coming and going, no doubt. Notice your breath as well. There's the movement of our body with our breath. Where is the movement? What's the rhythm? When we're deeply relaxed, the breath is diaphragmatic. So there's this movement of the belly rising on the inhale and softening back to the spine on the exhale. Our breath is continuous and smooth, about the same length on the exhale as the inhale. And when we're stressed, it's often jerky or we're holding our breath. So as we begin the practice, notice what your experience is right now. Let go of the tightness, then the body can reestablish a calmer breathing pattern. And notice how that's taking place in this location, in this space that your body's in. There's that very specific rise and fall of the belly, and then there's the whole of your body. And try a few deeper breaths and see what that does. And notice thoughts in the mind. It's relatively rare when the mind is completely quiet. And sometimes the mind has a lot of urgency. Thoughts are quite intrusive. Other times they kind of flow through the back of the mind. They're not really disturbing you. And notice your body, the sensations in your body, the muscles and bones. Go down through the body from the face, the whole front of your head, to the forehead and eyebrows, through your eyes, through the corners of your mouth, your tongue, your jaw, the hinges of your jaw. We were speaking about resilience a moment ago and strength. The jaw is one of those areas of the body that's got a lot of toughness. Strong, we have strong teeth. We talk, we chew. There's all kinds of things going on in the mouth. Relax the hinges of your jaw, the whole of your mouth, your neck and throat. Soften along the sides of your neck down into your shoulders. If your shoulders are up around your ears, let them release. Take a deeper breath and exhale, relax through the whole back, through the back of your neck, muscles of your upper back. If you're supported through the back of a chair or bed or the floor, let yourself really sink into that support. There can be a tough kind of a shield on the back of our body. There's expressions like being stabbed in the back. Most of us carry some kind of a tightness through the neck and shoulders into the upper back, especially as we move out through the world. And see if you could let that toughness soften. Notice the shoulder blades, the area between your shoulder blades. Come forward into your heart center. Notice what's happening in your heart center right now. Just a few inches forward from that shielding through the back. We don't normally use words like that. We might use words like vulnerable or tender or hurt. Notice what's happening in your heart center right now. We might feel sad or heavy, love, joy. A lot of this happens in and around that area of the heart center. Notice the muscles of the chest as well. All of those large muscles that cover the rib cage. And the rib cage protects our heart, our lungs. And then we come down into the stomach area, the navel center, the lower belly, another area that's rich with meaning and sensation. One of the words for the navel center in martial arts is the hara. There's a strength. You have the whole of the lower belly, the pelvic floor, the navel center, the fire at the navel center. And we're talking about grit and strength and resilience. There's a certain energy here in this part of our body, the hara, the center, the navel center. There's also this softness as the breath moves. And then include your arms and legs so that now you're aware of your whole body again. There's energy, there are sensations, there's movement, there's stillness. And for a moment, take that perspective of a step back so that you can just observe what is it that's happening in your system right now. That includes thoughts, of course. And we're going to work with that. Focus on the positive. When I say the words, I'm resilient, and you repeat them to yourself, I'm resilient. If there are thoughts coming up that are evidence against that, don't entertain those. Right now, we're just going to entertain the thoughts that are positive for that. We're not trying to suppress the other ones. We're just noticing those might come up as a kind of a reminder. Primitive brain likes to make sure we're aware of every single possible time we've ever felt fear, we've ever fallen short. That's just the job of the primitive brain. And right now, what we're doing is also noticing and also remembering that we've been strong and resilient and tough. We've had grit. We've made it through. That's true too. So we're going to notice that for a while. So look at those words. I'm resilient. Say them to yourself. Hear the words, the sounds. And bring forward some memories. What is your evidence that you are resilient? And as the memories come forward, feel that in your body and take your time. Take a slow motion video. Really pay attention to that. Notice what it feels like in your body when you're remembering being resilient. Notice the other people that are there, if there are some. The situation, maybe there was a memory of something's come up, some words. What are the sounds, the smells? Really let yourself experience it again in your mind. What does resilience feel like in your body? What's happening in your breath? I'm strong. I'm tough. I have grit. You might have a number of different things coming forward, or you might be really focusing on one and then going to another one. Use all of your senses. And if there are intrusive memories of times when you went into fight, flight, or freeze, see if you can just skip forward into when you came out of that. It didn't last forever. Might have lasted a long time, but it didn't last forever. And we're here right now doing a practice. We made it through. And that says a lot. Acknowledge that to yourself. Really feel that. I'm strong and resilient. So notice in your system when you say, I'm strong, I'm resilient. I admire people who are strong and resilient. And I admire my own strength and resilience. I don't have to be perfect in order to acknowledge that I do have strength and resilience. I made it through to here. I'm able to be very present with myself. I can feel that in my body. And then bring your attention back to your whole body, head to toes. Notice your breath, the movement of your body with your breath. And run a bit of a mental video through your mind of what came up as you were doing the practice. What were the memories that came forward of resilience? And touch back into those again for a moment. Do a little mental snapshot of those again. Let yourself really feel that. Remember back into the feeling in your body, in your navel center, your hara. What does that feel like in your body? That strength, the balance, the groundedness. Bring some of that out into your day. If you're feeling uncertain or barraged or something like that, remember this too. We have to deliberately bring this forward because the brain's not going to automatically do that for us. Set yourself a reminder. When you're ready, open your eyes.